The student loan deficit has reached an all-time high, with in-state tuition rising more than 8% at public institutions and 4% at private. College students are finding it increasingly difficult to adjust to life post-matriculation. When Tax Resolution, President Obama offered this.
How do we make college more affordable, and how do we make sure you are burdened with less debt?
Obama's Know Before You Owe plan proposes a 10% cap on a lender's discretionary income, debt forgiveness after 20 years of steady payment, and $60 billion in savings. When asked her thoughts on Obama's plan, local student had this to say.
As far as students, and we really need the money and basically the funding for our school, and it's for our education, for our nearest future that we need to develop. So within the next couple of years. So I mean, he's got a point.
Because of this change, about 1.6 million Americans could see their payments go down by hundreds of dollars a month.
Critics of the bill had this to offer.
It doesn't affect them when they're in school deferment. It affects them in their future lives when they get out of school and they go to repay those loans. It's going to cost them a lot more money for their education because they're paying a lot higher interest rate.
As a result, the student loan deficit has skyrocketed to over $950 billion. This exceeds the country's entire credit card debt. So what does this mean for
Do I
students?
think it'll affect Mount Sac? It could. But I think more it will affect programs where students can't go to school without taking out loans, like our nursing program and our fire tech program, paramedic program, where it's a full-time program and they can't work. So in those programs, it would be almost impossible for them to get their education without that loan. Will they still be able to get it? It'll be just as easy for them to get the loan. It's just going to cost them a lot more money.
With Mount San Antonio News, back to the studio.